Year's celebrations are normally a joyous affair, but residents of Amsterdam's migrant-dominated neighborhoods feared for their lives when armed and aggressive gangs took to the streets.
In de jaren 80 stond hij op de nominatie om gesloopt te worden. Dat is gelukkig.
En dat je dat mee moet maken tot dat zomaar af.
Attacks on police officers, paramedics, and ordinary people took place. Streets became battlefields. This is despite the extraordinary security measures introduced by the authorities. In some cities, New Year's Eve celebrations did not take place at all due to the threat of violence. The New Year's Eve riots in the Netherlands are an example of how mass immigration affects daily life. It has become a dangerous situation, and the widespread threat of crime emerging in Western Europe directly impacts normal people's lives. Shortly after midnight, the historic 150-year-old Van der Kerk church, located near the center of Amsterdam, went up in flames. The fire started in the tower of the temple, which collapsed completely despite the efforts of firefighters.
De houten balken die vielen ook gewoon brandend naar beneden. En dat was natuurlijk ook heel eng. En de mensen die stonden echt konden niet geloven wat ze zagen.
The authorities are investigating whether it was an accident or arson, as there were dozens of fires in the Netherlands on New Year's Eve. What we saw at night in the Netherlands was not just a fire in a former church. There were also other incidents. A gym, a sports hall, and a shop burned down. This illustrates just how far public safety has deteriorated. In Berlin, over 400 aggressive individuals, mainly immigrants, were detained for attempting to disrupt New Year's Eve celebrations. Other German cities also saw attacks on police officers and residents. After aggressive migrants turned the streets of Berlin into pandemonium last year, attacking people, looting shops, and intimidating residents, this time Germany sent additional police forces to the capital to control the threat. Last night, neighborhoods near Paris, inhabited mainly by immigrants from the Middle East and North Africa, also erupted. Instead of taking to the streets, the French locked themselves in their homes to survive until morning. But the aggressors made themselves known again. Women were particularly at risk of attack. Like every year, New Year's Eve in France resembles scenes of a civil war. This year, more than 800 cars were burned, dozens of police officers were injured, and hundreds of rioters were arrested. The perpetrators are mostly young criminals of immigrant origin, usually living in the suburbs of large cities. Wherever mass immigration from the Third World is made policy, New Year's Eve celebrations are underscored with the ever-present threat of random violence. The threat gets worse every year as more and more migrants arrive. This experiment in social engineering has consequences. This can be seen in the New Year's Eve riots in the Netherlands, where attempts to forcibly change the rules of our civilization, combined with a flood of immigration, have resulted in every public celebration being marked by disorder and chaos. In Amsterdam, Paris, Berlin, and Brussels, the damage caused by the New Year's Eve riots is being assessed. The new year in these cities is once again beginning with aggression from migrants.